the cry for help, giath, agiath, and mustagath. In every human institution, leaders exercise great caution in choosing their companions. They seek the most trustworthy, reliable, and loyal individuals to protect reputation and stability. Yet in the divine economy, the pattern is strikingly different. God's invitation is to all, without discrimination. His summons is not to safeguard an image or advance a personal interest, for he has no need of such things, but to offer humanity a glimpse of his beauty, so that hearts may fall in love with him. This open gate means that the pure-hearted and the corrupt may stand side by side in the same company of believers. Even those who later turn treacherous are not barred at the door. History bears witness. Jesus knowingly welcomed Judas Iscariot into his circle, fully aware of the betrayal to come. In Muhammad's dispensation, certain individuals were foretold to enter the faith only to become destructive. The Umayyad dynasty in Islamic tradition, likened to the beast with 7 heads. In human organizations, such risks would be unthinkable, yet in the cause of God they are part of the divine test. The same openness that allows saints to enter also admits hypocrites. In the Bayan, the Bab writes, "Didahum ishud kahadir beit khod, man yadhiruhu Allahu him aina qasam dhahrastka, is maq'ada an man'a min mind, aw rachonka namishanasand, aw rajiza aw basim, aw wali, aw mish nasid kullura, ومي خندد بر عبادي كها أزبراي اسما أو أين نوع إعظام واحترام ملاحظه مين مايند ولي يوم ظهور أو آز أو محتجب مي مانند بانيات خود Bayani Farsi Vahid Nasai Bab 1. This reveals several profound truths. He whom God shall make manifest was contemporary with the Bab, living among his family unrecognized as the most precious soul to walk the earth. The cause of God remains open to all, and the ultimate destiny of each soul depends on the purity of their intentions, niyat, not formal position. Even teaching his half-brother, future adversary, to write letters to the Bab reflects humility and generosity. Even the first 18 disciples were warned, Herks Eman Bau Niaward Agrichi Hudur Kul Awalim Dur Eman Waridai Khadawand Bodda, Kulla Haba'in Manthura Migurdad. The Bab also left subtle references to future manifestations, including Giath, 1511, and Mustagath, 2001, emphasizing the root goth, succor, refuge, when none other remains. These milestones are symbolic exercises to separate the self-deceived from the worthy, preparing the faithful to recognize He whom God shall make manifest. Spiritual perception and divine training. The development of perceptive readiness is the core objective of divine education. The Gospels, the Quran, and the Bayan all share this aim, to cultivate in humanity the faculties required to recognize the manifestation of God and attain spiritual nobility. Rumi captures this beautifully. Didhu ay khawahum ki bashid shahshunas, tashnasad shahara dar har libas. I desire eyes that can recognize the king, so that the king may be known in any attire. The Bab's mission was to train his followers in this perceptive vision, not to point them directly to Baha'u'llah. Similarly, Muhammad's intent was not to identify the Bab to his followers, but to guide them through spiritual exercises, strengthening their hearts and feet so they could rise above selfish desires. This preparation is akin to a spiritual ascent. Jumala. Idrakat bar kharhai lang au sawar bad puran chun khading. Common perceptions are carried on lame donkeys. The desired one rides swift as an arrow, cleaving the air. Zin ajab tar kar nabud dar jihan bar lab darya, bamandi khashak lab. It cannot be more ironic than staying thirsty, while the sweet lake is at your feet. Earthly notions of devotion are like riding a lame donkey to accompany the beloved who rides a swift arrow. The aspirant is urged to cultivate swiftness through selflessness and lighten the load of misconceptions. As climbers persevere to ascend the mountain of divine exaltation, they become ready to partake of the banquet of heaven and to recognize the manifestation of God, even in humble attire. Thus, the divine method is not to build a human fortress around the cause, but to leave it open to all. The fair-minded and the treacherous are both admitted, so long as they are prepared to lighten the self-imposed imperative to carry the weights of superstitions and misinformation slows down their journey.